Build a man a fire. He will be warm for a day. Set a man on fire. He will be warm for the rest of his life. A clean browser history reveals more than a full one. Violence is not the answer. It's a question. And the answer is yes. Give a man a plane ticket, and he will fly one day. Throw a man off a plane, and he will fly for the rest of his life. Every 60 seconds, a minute passes. If you ever feel alone, don't. Friends are like balloons. If you hit them with an axe, they will die. Life is like a piano. The white keys are the good days. The black ones are the bad ones. But you need both to play the music. Relationships are like a fart. If you have to force it, then it's probably shit. The more you focus on time, that is, the past and the future, the more you miss the present, the most precious thing that exists. Don't be part of the problem. Be the entire problem. You are like a star. You may seem small and insignificant at times, but the universe would grow darker without your presence. Common sense is like deodorant. People who need it the most don't use it. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when the work is done. If they are behind you, protect them. If they are next to you, respect them. If they are against you, show them no mercy. If you ever feel like a garbage can, be proud, for you are a garbage can, not a garbage can't. At the end of the day is over. Money can't buy one happiness, but poverty can't buy one anything. Half of the world can't say thank you. This is because half of the world doesn't speak English. If you can't stand up for yourself, then sit down. An apple a day keeps anyone away if you throw it hard enough. The best way to defeat your enemies is to make them your friend. If she leaves you for another, there is always her brother. When the doctor says that you have 2 days to live, kill him, so you get 10 years in jail. If you find yourself not sleeping at night, it is probably because you are awake. It doesn't matter if you're skinny or fat, rich or poor. At the end of the day, it's night. The seatbelt is just an obstacle towards ascension. If the girls do not notice you, then you have 100 stealth. The key to a happy life is a bad memory. No matter how beautiful you are, smart you are, kind you are, at the end of the day, it's night. When you try to steal a girl's heart, you may have to break her ribs first. The world would be better without you, so that is why you must keep living. If you ever feel like someone's watching you at night, that's me. Life is like a box of chocolates, and you are a hungry dog. They tell you that life is short, while it's the longest thing you'll ever do. All my life I thought air was free until I bought a bag of chips. Sleeping is like using a damaged charger. You may need to readjust the position to get it to work. Which is better, to be born good, or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? Be grateful for what you have, because someone might rob you. It never gets easier. You just get better. Friends are like animals. They die if you kill them. Nothing is impossible unless you can't do it. Sometimes, when I close my eyes, I can't see. Orange juice was once an orange. That orange was once a plant. That plant was born from the sun. You just drank the sun. It is when a mosquito lands on your balls that you realize violence doesn't solve anything. Always get the candy before you get into the van. Think like a man of action, and act like a man of thought. When it rains, water falls from the sky. Girls are like rocks, the flat ones get skipped. Light and darkness are like the two genders. One cannot exist without the other. Nothing is more dangerous than a man that has nothing left to lose. Every liquid is consumable. Some are a one-time use item. Friends are like a tree. If you hit them multiple times with an axe, they fall down. The further you move, the further you get. Think like a man of action and act like a man of thought. D's nuts. If you are over 25, you are not under 25. Life is like an Oreo. It is enjoyed in many different ways. But the wrong way to enjoy it is not to enjoy it at all. Running is faster than walking. If you are homeless, just get a house. Why are you watching this video? If you have nothing better to do, join the community in the description below. On the left side of your brain, there is nothing right, and on the right side, there is nothing left. If you ever feel alone, don't worry, because I am here. Give a man a fish, and he eats for a day. Give a man a gun, and he eats for the rest of his life. Some say life is pointless. I say nay. Life is merely the pencil of which you write with to carve your story. Over time, the pencil will grow weary over usage. It will become blunt. Only you can sharpen it once more. Life is as pointless as the one who treats it. Only you can return the point to your life. Every story has an ending. But in life, every ending is a new beginning. It is not mistakes that make us stronger, but the belief that the possibility of correction exists. If you're blind, just open your eyes. Life is like a walk in the park. It's hard to finish without stepping in the shit at least once. But it's also near impossible to walk stepping only in the shits. If someone is an obstacle, don't let them be. Annihilate them! You don't need a parachute to go skydiving, but you need one to go parachuting twice. Giraffes can jump higher than houses. This is because houses can't jump. If you ever have a bad day, give up, go home, and wait for tomorrow to be a good day. Don't waste your energy fixing what you can't. The creation of 1,000 forests is in one acorn. Do not eat yellow snow. Life is like a stick. Sometimes it's long. Sometimes it's short. Sometimes it's snapped in half. Sometimes it's trimmed a little once in a while. Sometimes it's very thin. Sometimes it's very thick. Sometimes it's very bumpy or messy. Sometimes it's wet. Sometimes it's dry. Sometimes it's burned. Sometimes it's used as firewood. Sometimes very hard. Sometimes very soft. Sometimes it's easy to break. Sometimes it's unbreakable. Sometimes it falls apart. Sometimes it stays together. Sometimes it gets stepped on. Sometimes it gets discarded. Sometimes it's kept in the arms of someone who'll take care of it. Sometimes it'll be used for fun. Sometimes some people will have enough of it, and sometimes it's non-existent. And once it's done for, and cannot be used for anything anymore, it slowly gets absorbed by the Earth's nature. But at the end of the day, it's night. Every day in the forest, 24 hours pass. People who say they will give 110% don't know how percentages work. Always remember, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. When you die, you stop living. Opinions are like farts. You can only tolerate your own. The only way to forget your past mistakes is to make bigger mistakes. Underneath your clothes, you are naked. By saying "Who asked?" you answered your own question. If you find yourself in the middle of the woods thinking you're lost, then you're lost. Giants are peaceful creatures, unless you hit them with a stick. If you can't do one thing, do two things. If you are sad, then just be happy. When night comes, it is dark. Life is like ice cream. It goes away over time, so enjoy it while it lasts. So many wise, mystical quotes posted, and in the end, all the credit belongs to me.